It's in. Touchdown, Dallas.
It's time for our weekly segment with Mickey Spagnola of DallasCowboys.com. Brought to you by the First National Bank of Central Texas, with 5 locations to serve you.
All right, before we get to Mickey, there is news on this Oklahoma and Texas going to the SEC. Ross Dellinger reporting the SEC presidents, as expected, voted to extend the membership invitation to both. And now their Board of Regents, Texas and Oklahoma, meet tomorrow, accept the invitation, the final step in securing that powerful conference extension, richest, all the contract, whatever else. So that now, for now, would mean they would start to play in 2025. Of course, that remains to be seen in all the legal wrangling of grant of rights and penalties. So that's from Ross Dellinger. He's going to join us tomorrow, by the way. Ross Dellinger from SI.com on SicEm365 Radio. We're joined by Mickey Spagnola, DallasCowboys.com. So Mickey, Dak is not throwing. I saw some video. He's doing everything else. What is it, just precautionary, or is there something more of a concern?
Well, I think anytime you're talking about a muscle around the shoulder area, your upper arm, it's somewhat of a concern. But, you know, he was out there today handing off, you know, in some of the running drills, and he was helping out with the quarterbacks in their kind of warm-up period where the quarterbacks run the routes for the other quarterback, and he was running routes, and somebody remarked, gosh, he throws the ball better left-handed than DiNucci throws it right-handed. So, ha, 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 right? But, no, yeah, he's mobile. He was rehabbing, you know, doing conditioning work. They're just going to shut him down from throwing the ball, I think, for a few days. Mike McCarthy said a few days. Somebody asked him what a few days is, and he goes, I don't know. I got a definition for a few. I guess 2 or 3 for sure.
Well, they're about to go to Canton, Mickey, and there was no way in this earth or any in the multiverse that he was going to play in the Hall of Fame game anyway, right?
No, he wasn't going to play. Absolutely not. And, you know, and who knows how much he would have played in the next preseason game. But for sure not in that game. So, you know, if they want, you could shut him down, you know, through the scrimmage with the Rams, which is next Saturday. Well, if you wanted to, you could shut them down through the Arizona preseason game, and you'd still have a few weeks to go, because right now they're 5 weeks away from the first full week of preparation for the season opener.
All right.
So yeah, there's time, as long as that's all it is a strain, sore. He said it was tight. So I don't know that the MRI showed a tear or anything like that.
All right, so tell us about adding Malik Hooker. I know he's had injury issues over his career, really good, kind of a high-level player, but just isn't on the field very much.
Yeah, now, you know, he's coming off a ruptured Achilles, and that certainly takes time. That's why when they worked him out, I think it was the end of March, maybe sometime in April, he wasn't ready. Then there was no way when rupture Achilles like September 20th, by April, you know, you'd be ready to do any kind of football work. So he came back, he passed his physical, he passed the workout. He hadn't done anything yet but watch and do some conditioning work. So we'll see what he can do. It adds to the competition at the safety position. You know, all these guys that they've signed, the veterans, including him, at safety, they all signed 1-year deals. So that means that, you know, the contract, it doesn't make it prohibitive from getting rid of you if you don't play well. As we saw last year by Clinton Dix, although they made the mistake on that one of signing to a multi-year deal, and they took the hit against the salary cap. So more competition. You got him. You got Jaron Kearse. You got DeMonte KZ, and, you know, and however they're going to use Keanu Neal, that's 4 veteran free safeties. And like you said, yeah, Hooker was really good coming out of college, you know, but I think he suffered an ACL and then the ruptured Achilles. So yeah, he hasn't been able to stay healthy. But as I was told, it wasn't like they were concerned about the other safeties they signed. It was just an opportunity to sign another talented player and just kind of have competition and see how it turns out.
Mickey, one thing I will say after what I read that after his time with the media yesterday, he is certainly confident.
Yeah, I'm a game changer, right? I make plays. All right, well, let's see it because they can certainly use plays. But, I think he's only been able – 2017, he was the 15th pick in the draft. I think I don't think he's even played 40 games yet. So, yeah, he's got to stay healthy. Now, he's got 7 picks. That's not the biggest game changer I've seen over that period of time. But, we'll see. We'll see what he's able to do.
Mickey Spagnola, DallasCowboys.com with us on SicEm365 Radio. Mickey, you're out there in Oxnard. As you said, they've got this game in Canton. To kind of leave it with this, what is the schedule now? When do they leave? When do they come back and everything else in between?
So tomorrow's the official day off. You got a CBA, and they've got to have a day off every few days. So tomorrow's a day off, and then they'll practice Saturday, Sunday, Monday. I think Tuesday's a day off. Maybe I don't have it memorized. They leave Wednesday for Cleveland, but I think they're going to practice first before they leave, play the game Thursday, and immediately fly back after the game. So probably show up here about, I don't know, 3 in the morning, some beautiful time like that. And especially since they got to fly in and out of LAX, so it's another hour drive after you land to get here, since we got shut out of the Naval Air Station that's right down the road, like 20 minutes away. So yeah, that's kind of the schedule. And then they're off on that Friday after they get back, and then they practice against the Rams a week from this Saturday.
Mickey, how do you like Mike McCarthy's schedule compared to Jason Garrett's?
It shortens the day for us because the main practice is at 11 o'clock in the morning. And he doesn't allow us to watch the walkthrough late in the afternoon. So usually by about 2 o'clock, we're done. 2 o'clock, Pacific time. We're done with all the interviews and stuff, and you got time to get to work, because previously they would do the walkthrough at, I believe, 10 in the morning, and we were allowed to watch it. So 10 to 11. And then Jason would do, or maybe it was 11 to 12. I can't remember. Jason would do his press conference about 12:30. And then they'd come back out at 3:30, practice. And then, if we wanted interviews with the players, after that practice, they were available. So usually we weren't done till 6:30 or 7. And then you had to go right. So yeah, this kind of bumps up the day for the media people around here to kind of get your work done. I mean, it was one night this past week, and I was sitting there, and it was like 7 o'clock, and I'm going, oh gosh, what am I going to do? It's like, do I watch television? So it's given us time, I guess, to watch the Olympics.
Thank you, Mickey. Appreciate it as always.
Okay.
Mickey Spagnola from Oxnard, California, Cowboys training camp with us Thursdays at 4:30. When we come back, Craig's off the radar. Among other things, there's some breaking news in the NBA. He will get to that, plus much more. And this is SicEm365 Radio.